Ravens offense, ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
Don't worry. It's a lot. Report. Get up. 180. It's a lot. 180. It's a lot. Sit up.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
He's going to tuck it and go. And he's out of bounds with the first down, but looks like this one might be coming back. That one on the former Washington Husky, Roger Rosengarten. He'll step up and run this.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and long for Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
23-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Off he goes. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll run it with Henry. And a short pickup there, down to the 12.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
2nd down, Jackson. Short, complete to Likely. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Wanna quit?
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
180.
Play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. Inside the 10. It is caught.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to...
Jim Harbaugh unhappy with the officials. Didn't like that call. And he throws the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. 3rd and goal for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Quick throw, caught by Johnston on the RPO. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
1 quarter in the books in this AFC Divisional playoff. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert finding the tight end. Here's Will Dissly. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It's a big one for the Chargers. 47 yards.
Los Angeles.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he will get into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 7, Ravens 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They've been forced to settle for field goal attempts on the first couple of drives. A miss, followed by a make. They'll need to pick the pace up here a little bit as they get started on 1st and 10. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Ryan Brazil in there to drop. That time, it's a loss of 7.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. From the gun, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. he will go all the way. Rashad Bateman, touchdown Ravens. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7.
Ravens 10, Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got his man. Allen with the connection. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Conklin goes in motion. Here's Hampton. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Lion.
Throwing, Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
And he's in! Omarion Hampton, touchdown Chargers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are on top. It's 14-10.
Ravens 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Lots of space past the 45. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it.
Still first down.
Pistol give to Henry. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Shot.
On the option, they give it to Henry. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Now it's Jackson. Pushed out to his left. Now he'll run it. And he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the moment, but it appears it's not going to stay that way. Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there.
Hey, middle. Out.
Jackson now. He is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just on the coverage.
Here's Jackson. Escaping to his left. So hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gave himself up there after picking up the first down.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Forced out left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. On play action, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Lester. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Throwing Jackson. On the move left. There he goes again. And he will give himself up at the end of that one. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Jackson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Flushed to his left. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. Oh, goodness. After the play, that's Lamar having some difficulties down there. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He puts it up, and it's caught. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Luke now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Chargers, 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Chargers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Mike, we're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Chargers, 14.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. Short throw taken in by Disley. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Shotgun now for Herbert. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's now second down and
Herbert to throw. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Now Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
a 7-yard pick.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Going to go right back to Henry. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the third. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Automatic 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Sit on! Finish it up!
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's to the tight end, Charlie Polo. And he's in! Touchdown, Ravens.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half. Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Chargers 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. The head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they ended up holding them to just a short gain.
And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Bud Dupree in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, They could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, but looks like this one might be coming back.
Let's go. Hey.
3rd and long for Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. The coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. The head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Hampton. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll run the sneak, and he will take this up. Past the 30-yard line, that's going to be enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Hampton trying to work inside, into space, inside the 20, and he will score again. Omarion Hampton, touchdown LA, saving his best for the playoffs, his 3rd touchdown of the game. Taking care of business on the ground, they run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers are able to cut the deficit to 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Moving to his right. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Cole Strange, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Now, faking the give. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's good.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
Holding offense.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now, let's check on the flag. The penalty helps a bit, but it's still 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Lambert Smith to return it. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
Conklin goes in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Defense.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A Again, they'll throw with Herbert. He's got a man downfield. That's Johnston. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another Chargers first down.
Conklin goes in motion. Shotgun snap, and we give it to Hinton. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
They'll go again with Hampton, and it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Conklin goes in motion.
And it's 3rd down.
Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. It is brought in the end zone. Pat McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Next to score, Ravens 31, Chargers 28.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. We'll go again here with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
5.
Jackson now. Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This returnable with Taylor. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's second down and 3. And that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And third down coming up.
And 3 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 2 on the play.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down. They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 7. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First down.
Throwing again, Herbert. That one taken in. Keenan Allen. Touchdown Chargers.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Yeah, Mike, and that should just about do it. They do have 1 timeout, so if you can get some stops, use your timeout. Theoretically, you can get the ball back. Not going to have a lot of time. Probably going to need a miracle finish.
The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense. They'll try to power ahead with Ricard. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up second and 7.
Middle. Hey, Alf, sit down.
On the handoff, it's Henry. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Alf, sit down. Ready. Ready, shot.
Here's a handoff to Ali. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Moving to his left. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Oh, goodness. After the play, that's Lamar having some difficulties down there. That is a worrisome development here late in the game.
Tyler Loop on
So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Loop to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. Here is 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Throwing right, that's Johnston. He'll come up now for 2nd down.
Johnston. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Ravens 41.
He'll get up and spike it with 34 seconds to go. This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They go to a knee, and that will do it. Next stop, the AFC Championship game. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.